Hi everyone, I'm CJ, aka AdventureShock 24, and welcome back to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, where we are back for more Mystery Dungeon, and, we're still casually on the saving screen, so yeah, I'm just gonna save the adventure now. And we're at Chapter 16, A New Dawn. Yeah, that's right, I remember now. Look, we're back! It's color! Everything's colorful again. We're back to the real world, and no longer that dark, dull future place. I remember now. We escaped that future prison place in the previous episode. Wow, I'm so glad to see color again, and the beach and water and stuff. Wow. This is... Where? Isn't this where I met you? It's like that beach place, you know, that place where we began the game. So that means, could it be? No, it is. We're in the past. I think you should probably say in the present day, not past, because if we were in the future before, this shouldn't really be counted as the past, should it? This should be the present. And if we went back even further, that would be the past. We're back in our world. Yes, we made it. And while we're celebrating over here, Goval's there in pain on the beach. Hey, Goval. Look around. We made it home. Back to our world. I don't think he's gonna be that surprised, because he knew it was gonna happen. So we did. We made it through. Back to this world? Yep, this is where I met CJ. Let me see. It would be around here. CJ was out cold right here, on this rock. So that's what happened. That trip through time sent me into the eastern forest. And CJ and I both reached your world far away from each other. Oh, that's right. I'm really confused by a lot of things, like this whole concept of time travel. Will you please explain it to us? You're the confused one, not me. But this isn't really the place to talk, so let's go to Wigglytuff's and talk there. Sure, brilliant idea. Before we went to the future, we trained there and roomed there. It will be the perfect place. Okay, let's go to Wigglytuff's Guild. Brilliant idea, bringing Grovyle to the Wigglytuff Guild. Hold on. Will I be well received if I go to the guild? Yeah, probably not, because they have no idea about any of the stuff that's happened. They're probably gonna tackle him when he walks through the door. That's not gonna be a good idea, really. After all, I'm a wanted outlaw in this world. If I went to your guild, won't everyone be shocked? Don't you think they'd try to capture me? Probably. Come to think of it. Yeah, I didn't think of that, you're right. What should we do? Oh, I know. There's a good place, but we'll need to go through Treasure Town. It shouldn't be a problem if we lie low and sneak through. And by that, just run through the middle of the town. That would be great. Lead the way. Well, I thought if it was me leading the way, I'd just walk through town. There's a message from the Exploration Team Federation. Special episode, Here Comes Team Charm, has been unlocked. Another episode to add to the list. I remember how hard that one was. I remember that special episode. It was annoying. I remember it so much, man. That's gonna be a pain to go through in video. But anyway, save your adventure. Yes, I've already saved today, but there we go, thank you. Look at that rock. Majestic. Look at that flagpole sign. Majestic. This cliff is known as Sharpedo Bluff. That name, also majestic. Sharpedo Bluff? Yep, I think it's called that because the cliff is shaped like a Pokemon called Sharpedo. As far as I can tell, nothing seems out of the ordinary here. These leaves, yet again, very majestic. It's down here. I lived here before I joined the guild. Go on, after you. Nice. To be fair, that's a cool base. I might try to make something like that in Adventure Paradise. I might try that. I see. This is a hollow chamber in the face of the cliff. Where'd they get the materials to build this place? Or was this just here? Like, was this owned by another Pokemon? Is this just like a house that was abandoned and they just decided to live there? I see. Alright, what are they gonna say next? Woo! No one's been here to mess it up. It goes to show how little interest there is in this place. How's no one found this before? It's crazy. It may be better if we stay here for a while. Agreed. Night Sky. In the top left corner of the screen. Because this is the Wii U Virtual Console and not a proper screen gameplay. But I never expected you to be that very same, CJ. Groval, can you tell us more about that? He was like a news person. Like, can you tell us more about this weird, crazy thing that just happened? Yes, CJ and I. We're jointly investigating the planet's paralysis. A Pokemon and a human paired together? Crazy! The thought is unbelievable. Yeah. And they had, or has, a special ability like no other. We relied on that special ability to investigate the planet's paralysis. It played a vital part. By special ability, you mean the Dimensional Scream, right? Yes. Exactly. But the Dimensional Scream has a drawback. The Scream requires the presence of a trusted Pokemon partner. Without that partner, the ability cannot be triggered. A trusted partner? Like you? That's why we work together. The Dimensional Scream is set off by triggers tied to places where the time gears are hidden. Wait a minute, I have a question. Could I understand Groval before? Because if we were partners, like, could I hear them talk? Or was it just like, you know, how they do it in the show, where they just know what they're saying, even though they're just saying their name over and over again? Is it like that, or could I actually hear what they were saying when I was human before? The logic is weird with these games. Any game, the logic is weird. I always say this, but it just makes no sense. The Dimensional Scream is set off by triggers tied to places where the time gears are hidden. We needed to find out where the time gears were in the past. We needed the Dimensional Scream to accomplish that. Well, wait a second. You said that the Dimensional Scream needs a trusted partner nearby, but the Dimensional Scream was being triggered not long after we met. Your point? Doesn't that show you how much you two trusted each other from the start? Yeah. When you put it like that, I mean, it's a bit embarrassing. In addition, they developed amnesia. That's a funny word, isn't it? Amnesia. Amnesia. Upon meeting you, Eve, your partner had someone to turn to. Perhaps they grew to trust you very quickly because of that. In other words, I'm gullible. In other words, is that what they're saying about me? Oh, there's another thing I don't understand. Does the Dimensional Scream go off in response only to time gears? Right, the opposite is also true. The Dimensional Scream is not triggered in places that aren't connected to time gears. Really? What an oddly specific ability. Crazy. I guess that's probably why it's not in a real Pokemon game. That's not how I remember it. Say, do you remember that time it went off near Drowsy, and during our first exploration? And there were other times too. We went to places that seemed to have nothing to do with time gears. But even in places like that, the Dimensional Scream went off sometimes, didn't it? Oh yeah, it did. When I touched the apple that was rolling on the ground. Are you sure? But that never happened in the future. Well, in the future, time is frozen, so maybe that's why. The Dimensional Scream was never triggered by places that had no tie to time gears whatsoever. Well, maybe in the past it works, because stuff actually, has life coming through it in this world. Well, if that's true, I don't know why it would work differently here. Perhaps things are just different in this world. Perhaps the nature of the Dimensional Scream is altered in the past. So in the future, it doesn't work in places that have no connection to time gears. Ah, that explains why it didn't work when I touched the frozen water. Use your dimensional scream. Touch this frozen water. Who knows, you may see something. And it did not work whatsoever. Touch. Touchy touchy. Just need to touch this frozen water. It's not working. Flashbacks. There's a really long flashback. This is what we've seen in the previous video. Go watch that, by the way, if you haven't. Maybe I couldn't envision anything that time we were in the future, because we were in a place that wasn't tied to any time gears. Maybe that's why my dimensional screen failed to work. Maybe Gofal was right about the future and the past being different, or different enough to make my dimensional screen ability work differently. Anyway, like I was saying, we were investigating the planet's paralysis. We used the dimensional scream ability to identify locations of the time gears in your world while we were in the future. So they were like, if we find a time gear here in the future, that means it was there originally in the past, is the logic behind this. Take it. Here. A time gear is here. Did they say take it or look? I'm not sure. I see. Place the drought stone in Groudon's heart. That lifts the fog. It's the redstone puzzle. Yay. Very well done. Good job, partner. And that's where that came from. After identifying the locations where time gears would be in the past, we took the passage of time. That brought us from our world in your future to this world. However, and this is the clip from the very beginning of the Let's Play. Just when I began, just a little longer. Come, hang on. Fun fact, when I first was going through this game, like the first time I ever played it ever, which was a long time after I played through Gates to Infinity the first time, I thought that this was what I'm about to say is what I thought about this cutscene before I got to this point in the game. I thought this was like a weird pirate ship that they were on that was crashing. And the pirate ship crashed into Sharpedo Bluff, and that's why I made the giant, shape. That's what I thought happened until I played through the whole game. And that's where it all began. We encountered turbulence while we were traveling through time. Thus, CJ and I became separated. For some reason, they got amnesia and was turned into a Pokemon. Logic, not entirely right here, but we'll see about that later. Much later, wink wink. I can only guess that it had something to do with our accident while traveling in time. I came from the future, and not just that, I came with the mission of preventing the planet's paralysis. I don't know, it seems so outlandish. It doesn't feel real somehow. It's never gonna feel real, really. Really. So, you may not remember any of this, but you were my closest friend. I worried about you when we were separated. I'm glad to see you're safe. Your appearance may have changed, and though you have lost your memory, you're still you. And none of this alters the fact that you remain my friend. Oh, I'm glad to see you again. Now, we have to decide on our course of action. Like I've told you before, many times. Actually, no, they didn't say this many times. I'm going to collect the time gears again. What are you gonna do? I'm a little worried about how time stops in the region where its time gear is removed, but you're sure that it will only be temporary? That's right, as soon as the time gears are set in place at Temporal Tower, time will be restored to its normal state everywhere. Well then, we'll go too. We'll go with you. Stealing a time gear will cause trouble for Pokemon that live in that area, but we have to prevent the paralysis somehow. Okay then, we'll work together. But the hour is late. We're also exhausted from all the running we've done. We should rest up tonight. We'll leave in the morning. Is our old friend the saving screen gonna appear? There we go. Thank you, saving screen. You come whenever I need you most, because I do not want to watch that cutscene again. That was really long. Eve isn't here. Where'd they go? Maybe outside? And I'm still snoozing, I guess. What's the matter? Can't sleep? Yep, just thinking. Thinking about Dust Noah? No, that's not it. Sure, finding out we were being fooled really hurt, but hearing your story earlier, it made me realize that what they said in the future was really true. And it made me understand that they did really come from the future. I was going over things like that in my head. Oh, look! Sunlight! It's sunrise! Again, very majestic. It's pretty, isn't it? Yes. Maybe it's because we were in the future for so long, but I didn't think that a sunrise could ever feel so renewing. The sun rises, then it sets. We take that for granted, and that's only natural. But things we take for granted, they're really the most essential things, and they're precious. Life lessons with Chikorita. All I'd ever known is the future's wall of darkness. Upon coming to this world and seeing the sun for the first time, it was staggering. Seeing it strengthened my resolve to turn history away from a future of darkness. There is one thing that I wanted to ask of you. It's about that time in the future when we were confronted by Dialga. Frankly, we were in a no-win situation. There was no hope. Are we gonna get to any gameplay here? I forgot how intense the story gets in this point. We shall be rid of you for all time. This is the end for you. Yeah. And this is another thing that happened. A little sneak peek into the previous episode. Blah blah blah. We already saw this. If you want to watch the previous episode, you can. But when all seemed lost, you refused to give up. Even I had given up. What compelled you? How did you manage to stay so strong? Well, I wonder too. I really don't know. But maybe it was because your partner stood by me. Have a look at this. What could it be? There's an odd pattern inscribed on it. I've never seen anything like it. This pattern is new to me. This is my relic fragment. It's my personal treasure. It's my dream to one day solve the mystery behind this fragment. But I was scared so easily, I didn't even have the courage to apply as an apprentice at the guild. That was when I met AdventureShock 24. Well, okay. I'm going to believe you. Yes, I totally believe in you. Don't doubt you one bit. Yes, CJ was always there to cheer me up. And it's weird, I'm complimenting myself by commentating here. This is crazy. It's time to be brave. We need to fight this. This was the Groudon. This is when I pulled off that amazing Groudon battle strategy, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that. That was incredible. It all gave me courage. With TJ, I felt like I could overcome any challenge. That's how I came to feel over time. This is doing things for my ego. Maybe that's why I was able to keep going without giving up. Alright, I think I understand what you're saying. Yes, they have a special quality that makes others feel that way. Thanks! The same way that I care for them as a friend. You also feel that same way. They're lucky to be blessed with a friend like you. And me, of course. Well, it's morning. We should be leaving soon. Yep. Ugh, longest cutscene in the world. But trust me, there are gonna be ones even longer than that later in the next episode. Alright, it's agreed that we will collect all the time gears. First, we have to decide which time gear we should target. Let's check the Wonder Map. I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough time to do a level today. This is mad. From here, the underground lake seems to be the closest. How about Tree Shard Forest? That was where I got my first time gear the last time. Where's that? Here. It's a little far from here, but yeah, that's like halfway across the country. And that's the first one you went to. Then again, you probably landed in that forest and was like, well, you know what, there's a time gear here, might as well snag it while I can. There is no one like Yuxi guarding that time gear. Oh, great. If we have to fight someone over a time gear, that would attract attention. But that won't be a problem here, right? Exactly. That's settled. That's where we'll go. We're off to Tree Shard Forest. we're off to Treeshot Forest to get the magical time gears to save the world from the future of darkness that is very dreary. This is it. This is the entrance to Treeshot Forest. Oh? Is something wrong? The atmosphere somehow feels different than last time. No, I must be imagining it. We'll go in when we're ready. Ugh! How long have I been going for? I don't even know. I wish there was just a way to check. I really should just get, like, a clock or a timer or something, because I always just use my instincts for videos, and I'm always, like, every time I make a video, it's like training my instincts to be like, right, I feel like I've recorded for over 40 minutes, so I'm just gonna end the video here. But now I can't tell. Mystery Dungeon really makes you lose track of time, with the cutscenes and everything. You know what, I think I'm gonna go for it. Because the dungeons themselves never take that much time in these episodes, I think I'm just gonna go for it. I really hope this doesn't backfire and this is an hour-long episode. You know what, I'm not gonna save. Yeah. You know what, I'm not sure, like, what items I'm gonna need to do. I really need to, you know, do the gummy stuff and raise my stats and stuff. It's been forever since I've done that. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna go for this dungeon. Yeah, let's get rid of the TMs. I'm not gonna use the Invisify Orb, even though that is a really cool item and I wanna try it out sometime. Enables movement anywhere. Ugh, Mobile Orb, that's also amazing. Transfer Orb, don't need that really. Okay, I'm ready to go. You know what, I'm just gonna suck it up and let's do this. Dungeons never take too much time. They're usually like a few minutes of the video and then it's the cutscenes taking over again, so this shouldn't take too much time if I cut ahead to when it gets boring, but wow. Ugh, that was just painful. It was amazing, because it was beautiful and it was doing wondrous things for my ego, but at the same time, definitely really time-consuming. A TM for Brick Break. I swear I learned Brick Break earlier in the series and then replaced it with Focus Punch. I swear that's something that happened at one point. By the way, hey, like, I'm rushing through the levels, like, over the past few episodes, I've started, you know, rushing it a little bit and not actually fighting too many enemies and just getting through the levels as fast as I can. If I was playing through the game normally, I would totally just stay in the levels as long as I can and try to level up as much as I can, then complete them. But because I'm doing this as a Let's Play, I can't really take too much time spent in the levels. It's just, I'd be wasting too much time and the episodes would be way too long if I actually decided to do that strategy of just leveling up as much as I can. I can't really execute it properly when I'm recording, so that's why I've been rushing it a little bit the past few episodes, because the cutscenes are getting longer, I have less time to actually do the levels. By the way, they leveled up a second ago, and that was very convenient, because I was talking at that moment, and it meant that I didn't need to, you know, make a little cut just to the point where it leveled up. Anyway, yeah, that's just what I wanted to point out, is that I'm gonna be very fast going through levels from now on, I think, at this point. And I've leveled up again! Nice, very convenient. My HP went up by 2, attack went up by 1, defense went up by 1, special attack went up by 1, special defense went up by 1. That was probably the worst level up ever, because they all went up by 1, but you know what? Not too bothered by it. We're just gonna get through this as fast as we can. Oh my goodness, look at how many sets of stairs I'm just walking through then. Did you see that? That was mad. Ugh, the most horrible thought just came into my head while I'm just, you know, going through this level. Ooh, Reviver Seed. Very convenient. Thank you, Dungeon, for giving me a Reviver Seed. But anyway, as I was saying, the most horrible thought just came into my mind that this dungeon might be like 20 floors. Like, I really hope that my memory is just failing right now. I really hope that my memory is backfiring and that I'm remembering it wrong. I'm hoping this level is not actually 21 floors like I remember it. I'm really hoping that I'm just thinking poorly, and that I'm thinking of the wrong level. I'm desperately hoping it's not 20 floors. That would be horrible. Although I'm getting a feeling it is. Oh, thank you. I forgot about that ability. Thank you, partner. They were about to wreck me. Imprison is OP in Mystery Dungeon. That is crazy good. It just prevented me from doing anything for like 5 turns. My partner had to cover me. Like, seriously, that was insane. A pure seed. You know what? I might as well eat that just to save a little bit more time. And that probably saved a lot of time, because, wow, that stairwell was far away. Whoa. Reviver seed. Nice, and lots of money over here, I can see. Don't need this many roll call orbs. Do I have... Okay, I have 1 escape orb and a couple roll call orbs. Might as well just use the roll call orb. Might as well. There we go. Thank you guys for moving very, very quickly to my side. And now I shall go for the stairs again. Another seed? Is this a reviver seed? Violent seed. Oh, that's also very good. I will take that. Ugh, TM for aerial ace. Why are there so many good items in this dungeon? Oops. Whoa. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Eve. I just threw a treasure box full of treasure at your face. I did not mean to do that. Oops. Oh, sorry. I'm glad that only does 1 damage instead of, like, actually pummeling them. Because, wow, I did not mean to do that. I meant to click the swap button to drop it on the floor. I didn't mean to throw it at them. Wow, that is harsh. Oh, jeez. Vespa Queen. I need to avoid that. By the way, I think my nightmares are coming true here, because I'm literally on the 16th floor. This dungeon is gonna go on for 26 floors, isn't it? I feel like it's gonna go on for exactly 26 floors. This is not gonna be good. Why did I decide to do this today? I'm really hoping this episode is shorter than I thought it would be. Oh boy. Oh, thank goodness the move failed. Wow, that was about to destroy me if that hit. Okay, that was close. Oh, thank goodness the dungeon was only 20 floors. Oh, that was close. Well, what is this? Time is still frozen here. Oh, that's mysterious. I thought they put the time gear back. I'm just so glad that dungeon was only 20 floors. Oh, man. Time is at a standstill here. But didn't they... Just before we were dragged off to the future with you, they said, Yuxi, Mesbert, Azelf, I entrust you with the rest. Yep, we know. We got the time gears back, and we will make sure they return to their rightful places. The task is yours. Didn't Yuxi and his friends make a promise that they would return the time gears to their rightful places? But time remains stopped here. That means the time gears may not have been put back in their rightful places yet. We'll see about that. The forest time gear was over here. It's there. But what's this? It's a time gear. There's no mistaking it. But time here seems to be stopped. There isn't even a breeze. See? Those leaves are fixed in place. See? The leaves on these trees, they're not moving anywhere. It's mad. Time really stopped here. But the time gear is back where it should be. Why is this happening? Goval took the time gear. And now it's getting dimmer. Hey, what are you doing? Time has already stopped here. It won't make any difference if I take the time gear now. There's also something that's more worrying. More worrying? More worrying? Forget it. Let's leave. Also, Eve, there's something I'd like you to do. What is it? Before you go back to Sharpedo Bluff, I'd like you to gather some information in Treasure Town. Gather intel. Yes, here's what I want you to find out. Learn everything you can about what's happening in this world right now. Sure thing, I'll go find out. Everyone thinks that you've gone to the future. Therefore, I know, if they found out I'm back, there would be an uproar. I'll keep low and get some news. Yeah, imagine if, like, you know, after we were dragged into a mysterious portal by Dustnor, we just walked into town and everyone saw us there. They'd be like, are they a ghost or something? Yeah, that's probably what would be what happens. They'd be like, it's the ghost of the 2 Pokemon that were dragged into a death portal, crazily. I'm counting on you. What am I gonna do during all this? Just wait around? And there they are, they're back. Okay, that was quick. I've got some news like you wanted. What's the word? The word is, not very good. After we went to the future, Yuxi and his friends put the time gears back in their original places. Everyone was happy because they thought time would return to normal. But time stayed stopped in those places. Even worse, it's spreading. Time is stopping in more and more places. Is that true? Yep, everyone's upset because no one can tell what's going on. Grovile, do you know what this means? If time is stopping in a spreading area, it can only mean one thing. Temporal Tower is starting to collapse, even as we speak. Temporal Tower is collapsing? Correct. Temporal Tower gives structure to time, so if it's starting to collapse, time itself will collapse in ever-widening areas. This is bad. The problem is accelerating. The planet's paralysis is coming on fast. We have to hurry then. That's right. If we don't hurry, the planet will become fully paralyzed and it'll be a dark, dim future with no color. Monochrome. There is only one way to stop the destruction of time now. We need to gather time gears. Then the time gears must be put in place in Temporal Tower where Dialga lives. But there's a problem. Temporal Tower is located in a place called the Hidden Land. As the name suggests, no one knows where it is. But there isn't any time. Oops, sorry, pause menu, I always do that. That's right, that's why I think we need to split up for now. I'll go collect time gears. In the meantime, I want you two to search for the Hidden Land. Okay, is that okay? Sure, I'll just nod, I'm just here. I'm the standard Nintendo game player character that just stands, watches everyone talk, and then nods. Except in this game, I do talk sometimes. The Hidden Land is supposedly somewhere in this world. Unfortunately, there are no clues as to where it is exactly. Considering that no one has discovered it yet, we should probably assume that it is quite far away. We must even consider crossing the sea, and discover the means to do so. Cross the sea. I'm sorry I don't have knowledge about how to do that. I'm counting on you. Well, I'll be off to gather the time gears. Good luck. Good luck with that. Now, we should go searching too. Let's find the Hidden Land. So, where should we begin looking? As a start, why don't we think about how we can cross the sea? 2 hours later. Well, we just happened to be here at the beach, so... this isn't working. A way of crossing the sea. I'm not coming up with anything. How about riding a water type? I said we'd search for the Hidden Land, but... Where would we even begin looking? We have to hurry, too. Ugh. It's true. We've got too little information to go on, and we have no time to waste. We have to locate the Hidden Land as soon as possible. We have to find Temple Tower, then put the time gears inside it, blah, 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 blah. If we fail to do that, the planet is doomed. We have to stop that, whatever it takes. And to do that, well, we have no choice. We need everyone's help. That's it. I'll tell them. Yo, Eve, let's go to Treasure Town. Let's go to Wigglytuff's Guild, instead. Pardon? You want to go to Wigglytuff's Guild? Well, why? We vanished in front of everyone, remember? Well, sure, I think everyone would be really worried, and I miss them too, but everything we saw in the future, everything about Grovile and Dusknoir, even about your past, if we tell it all to the guild, how will they believe us? What do you think? Do you think everyone at the guild will believe us? They'll believe. You think they'll believe us? I like how there's no question mark here. It's like they're being sarcastic. They're like, you really think they'll believe us? Pah! Nonsense. Well, you say that, but is there a chance they'll believe us? I mean, everyone in this world is convinced that they're the villain. And they think Dusknoir is a really good Pokemon, right? Everyone especially respects them. I saw the future, but I still didn't want to believe the truth about Dusknoir. Yeah, you were stubborn enough. I don't know about everyone else. If we tell everyone the truth, I wonder if they would be able to accept it. It's true. What you're saying is true. Maybe no one will believe us if we tell them the truth, but we have no other choice, really. We should tell them anyway. Why? They might not believe us, right? But we should tell them anyway? Yes, tell them. I have no other choice. Literally, no other choice to click. Why do you think so? We need everyone's help. Everyone's help. I get it. There's no way we can find the Hitland on our own. We do need everyone's help. If we don't get their help, we'll run out of time. Okay, you're right. Let's go home. Yes. Let's go back to the guild and tell everyone the truth. I can imagine that everyone will be shocked. But I'm sure they will understand. Let's go home. Back to the guild. Is my old pal the saving screen gonna show up here? Yes! Alright, that's gonna be about it for this video. Please like the video if you like the video, of course, and subscribe maybe if you want to see more videos like this one, and I will see you all on the next episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. Adventure on!